stripping away the crutches. You haven't come here to listen to a sermon. If you're sitting here thinking someone will explain how to stay positive in life, you'd better turn this off right now. What is about to be said will strip away every crutch you've ever built. And only when the crutches are gone does a man stand up for the first time. You keep saying, "I lost." But have you ever noticed that it is you who declares the defeat, not life? Life doesn't care about winning or losing. Life just happens. It doesn't make you win. It doesn't make you lose. It simply moves. Loss and victory are your interpretations. They are your fears, the shadows of your unfulfilled dreams. Part 2. The shield of everything happens for a reason. You say whatever happens, happens for the best, but you only repeat this sentence when there is deep fear within. This isn't your faith. It's your shield. The truth is, when something doesn't go according to your will, you grab onto this sentence like a drowning man clutching a straw. If you truly believed that what is happening is for the best, why is there such restlessness inside you? This question stings because it tests your honesty. The biggest deception in life isn't that things go wrong. The biggest deception is that you were taught life should go according to your plan. You made a plan. Life laughed. You trusted. Life broke it. You thought everything would be fine now. And right then, everything shattered. And you said, "I lost." Part 3. The grace of falling. Listen carefully. When everything shatters, that is when the false finally falls away. Your false thoughts, your false identity, the story you fabricated. On the day everything was going right, you were asleep. The day everything broke was the first time your eyes truly opened. You don't lose. You are brought down from the heights to the depths so that you can finally feel the ground beneath your feet. What you call failure is often life's most compassionate move, but compassion remains invisible as long as the ego exists. Ego asks, "Why did this happen to me?" Life says, "So that you could become who you were meant to be." Do you think a man who is never broken can ever be deep? Can someone who has never lost ever be wise? If you aren't emptied, how can something new enter? Part 4. The invitation to the void. The darkness in your life wasn't a punishment. It was a pause, a stillness so that you could finally ask, why am I running? Whom am I trying to prove myself to? If there were no one to watch, who would I be? This is where the journey begins. But most people run away at this point. They say, "No, I want to win again." And life says, "You aren't ready yet." Remember, he who wants to win quickly is afraid to learn. And life repeatedly defeats those who are afraid to learn. Write one thing in your thoughts right now. What am I most afraid of? Not a long answer, just an honest one. Part 5. The gift of being empty. You say, "What was my mistake?" And life smiles because it isn't looking for mistakes. It is emptying you. Understand this. When a room is too full, fresh air cannot enter. Your mind is too full of assumptions, expectations, future plans, and mostly fear. Life gives you a jolt, so that something falls, something breaks, so that space is created. You fear breaking because you were taught that breaking is defeat. Who taught you? Those who never broke inside. Life teaches flexibility, but you mistake it for humiliation. When something slips from your hand, you feel you've lost control. But that is the moment the illusion of control vanishes. And that is the greatest liberation. Part 6. The silence after the storm. Peace never comes from circumstances. Peace comes when circumstances have broken you so completely that you have nothing left to hold on to. Only then do you sit for the first time. You don't run. You feel. The breath is still moving. The heart is still beating. The sky is still there. You thought if you didn't get that one thing, you would end. You didn't get it, and yet here you are. That is the truth. Everything else was an imagination. What you call a bad time is actually a test of your false supports. Those that fall were never yours. Those that remain are real. Life takes away what you depend on too much so that you can stand on your own 2 feet. Part 7. Becoming real. Now, a new responsibility is born. Not a burden, but the responsibility to live with the truth. To not have the courage to grasp the lie again. Life hasn't brought you here to reward you or make you special. It has brought you here to make you real. You no longer see life through the language of winning or losing. You see that the problem was never in the events, it was in your expectations. You stop asking why and start asking what now? In this state, when sorrow comes, it is clean. When joy comes, it is light. You become like the sky. The clouds, emotions, come and go, but the sky remains unaffected. There will be no applause. There will be no grand announcement.